The more time you spend with your dog, the more you begin to understand it and the more it understands you. And with that understanding comes mutual trust and an unspoken form of communication. You begin to learn that your dog doesn't always communicate in barks, growls, whines, and whimpers. Sometimes it'll tell you how it's feeling and what it's thinking by cocking its head in a certain way or the speed at which it wags its tail. In the canine world, actions can and do speak louder than words. While animal psychologists and scientific studies have proven that dogs understand and feel basic emotions like anger, happiness, and love, whether or not they understand anything more complicated remains open to debate. So does your dog actually feel guilt? Does it know how to say sorry and does it understand what it's apologizing for and why? Or is it just demonstrating a series of learned responses to a situation? Because an owner always wants to see the best in their dog, they'll automatically believe that the dog understands when they've done something wrong without having to be chastised or told off for doing it. And even though it might seem like we're trying to distance ourselves from the believers' camp, nothing could be further from the truth. We know, or rather we choose to believe, that dogs are capable of understanding far more than most psychologists would credit them with being able to. The idea that your dog knows how to say sorry is predicated on the belief that they can also feel guilt or understand when they've been naughty. Dogs can and do feel and understand both. Have you ever walked into your home to find something chewed up, or cushions and furniture scattered everywhere? And where was your dog when you walked through the door and discovered the mess? Hiding and cowering in a corner because they were too ashamed to face you? That behavior is a canine shame response generated by knowing that you'll be disappointed in them. It's your dog's version of feeling guilty. Dogs have a number of different ways of apologizing for their actions, all of which they can and do engage in without being told that they've been naughty. If they dip their ears, bow their heads, and walk towards you slowly with their tail curled between their hind legs, it's a non-verbal acknowledgement of their guilt. And the tentative way they're approaching you is their way of saying sorry and asking you to forgive them. Some dogs will often add a soft, repeated whimper that emphasizes their guilt and reinforces their need for your forgiveness. It's important to quickly and affirmatively acknowledge your dog's behavior, and either greet them with a kind but firm response, or pet them and reassure them that you're not angry. It's also incredibly important to remember that you are the center of your dog's world, and that to them, your forgiveness at that moment is everything. Thanks for joining us. Feel free to subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.